Shabbat Shalom and welcome to this week's sermonette. This week, I would like to talk about change. If we were to be honest, the thought of change can prove scary and challenging for many persons. So much so that people tend to stick with the familiar, even when they know there is more that they could achieve if they embraced a new path. Consider this situation. You're unhappy with your current status. An opportunity comes along for you to embark on a new career, but you panic. Instead of envisioning the potential, you visualize long, tedious hours and less leisure time. You begin to ask yourself things like, will I be consumed by a demanding work schedule? Can I measure up to my colleagues? What if they don't like me? Then you begin to rationalize that things aren't really so bad where you are. After all, your basic needs are provided for. Maybe it's not the right time for a significant change, you begin to tell yourself. Then, self-doubt validates your decision. Finally, you breathe a sigh of relief. It's definite. You're not going anywhere. For many persons, the known is preferable to the unknown. They would sooner remain in a dead-end situation than deal with change of any form. How do you see yourself? What would you do? It can be a tough decision. The challenge of confronting change opens up this week's Torah reading, Shalach. On the brink of entering the Promised Land, Moses selects one leader from each of the 12 tribes, all men of wisdom and stature, to scout out the condition of the land of Israel and its inhabitants. Now, upon returning from their mission, 10 of these esteemed leaders deliver a dismal report of what they encountered. Regarding the land's inhabitants, they declared, "We were like grasshoppers in our eyes, and so we were in their eyes." Now, how could men who'd heard God's voice at Mount Sinai see themselves as lowly grasshoppers? While on their mission, each of the 12 leaders encountered the same people and places. Then how is it possible that only 2 of the 12 returned with positive tidings? Well, typically people notice the things that concern them the most. Joshua and Caleb, the 2 who gave positive reports, delighted in the sanctity of the Holy Land. They chose to notice the abundance of God's blessings, and that became their focus. Now, because the eyes of the other 10 were focused more on the physical features of the land, that's what they noticed. 10 perceived obstacles, while 2 perceived opportunities. Biases and personal desires influence how each of us view life. However, as believers, we have to begin to change how we see things and embrace change. In every situation, we can choose to see either obstacles or opportunities. My question today is, what are you seeing? My prayer is that we will see who we are in God, strong, bold, and courageous people, And may we see the many doors of opportunities that Hashem is always opening up for us. Choose to see the glass as half full rather than half empty. Shabbat Shalom.